you're thinking about moving to Bettendorf, Iowa, you're gonna really want to stick around because I'm gonna go over the pros and cons of what it's like to live in Bettendorf, Iowa. This is the first time to this channel and you want to know what it's like to work, eat, sleep, and play in the Quad Cities, you're really going to want to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to get notified every single time we upload a new video. And honestly, we get so many calls, texts, emails from folks like you who are either moving or relocating to the area, and we absolutely love it. So if that's you, give us a call, send us a text, heck, send the Pony Express if you want to. We're here for you. Zoe and I are out here enjoying the weather. We're gonna let you in on what the pros and cons of Bettendorf are. But before that, Zoe wanted to let you know she just got a brand new collar. So if you like Zoe's brand new collar, hit the like button to let her know that you also like it. And there she goes. The first thing that I really enjoy about Bettendorf is that it's large enough, but it still has that small town feel without having the pressures of having everybody know everything about your life. Now, if that's something that you like, Bettendorf might be the place for you. It is a good thing to be able to have that small town community feel, but I also really enjoy having my own privacy. So living here has been a luxury because in a small town, you can get a lot of clicks and everybody's gonna know everything about your business. Another pro about living here in Bettendorf, Iowa is the traffic. Yeah, traffic normally is a bad thing, but because we only have about 36,000 people living right here in Bettendorf, the traffic is really not bad anywhere you go. We don't have any major traffic jams. I can't think of any time that I've ever actually been in a traffic jam in Bettendorf. So if traffic is a concern for you, maybe Bettendorf is an option because we really don't have a lot of traffic. I know if we go over to Davenport, it's still not terrible over there, but you're more likely to find a place where you do have traffic jams. A huge pro in my book is Bettendorf itself. Now, Bettendorf has lately been investing a lot of money into the community and we're seeing a lot of benefit from it. One big one in particular is the Betflex, or the TPK sports facility. It's out there on I-80 and it was a huge investment and everybody seems to really like it. Now there's a lot of things to do for locals here, but it also brings in a ton of people from outside. I know they have a lot of sports tournaments like baseball, soccer, that kind of stuff. But for me personally, I really like there because I like to go bowling once in a while. They have some great bowling alleys. They have escape rooms, they have arcades. They have just about anything you can think of that goes on out in the Betflex, and I think is well worth the money. But not only that, they're also investing in downtown. So with our new I-74 bridge that has just gone in, they're investing heavily into downtown to make it the spot to go, and it's really starting to come around. I know they're just going to be opening up a new Japanese restaurant down there, so I'm excited to try that once they finally do open up. But yes, that is a pro in my book, is Bettendorf is investing in itself, and we're really starting to see some of the results of that. Now another big pro in my book is the bike trail systems. You can actually see it right behind me, and this one in particular is the Duck Creek Trail, and it rides right along Duck Creek, and I think it's a really cool pro in my book because I like to get outside, get out and do some exercise, and having these bike systems all around us is a really, really awesome thing. I personally love to get out on the bike trails, walk Zoe, and really enjoy just being out in nature and get along, get some exercise. I think it's a great thing that Bettendorf has, and it connects with Davenport, Moline, Rock Island, the whole city system. Now this next one could be a pro, could be a con, depending on what your outlook on it is. And that is that we have 4 seasons here. Now my favorite season of all is the fall time. As I'm recording this, fall is just right around the corner, and I absolutely love it. You can get out, have a bonfire, hang out with your friends. Football season, it's one of my favorite of all time, and Bettendorf definitely has that. Now winter time, like I said, could be a con, depending on your point of view. We get plenty of snow here, and we get those super cold temperatures. I've seen temperatures down in the negative 40s. Now that is not typical, but it is something that happens here. So if winter's not your thing, maybe Bettendorf, Iowa is not a place for you. And in the springtime, we get all the beautiful flowers coming up. Some of the first flowers that come up are the tulips, the crocuses. And then in the summer, if you like heat, we got it. We have hot, humid, everything, and I don't particularly like it, but it's something that we have. And right now, summer's coming to an end, so fall is on the way. I absolutely love it. Now, with the pros, obviously come the cons. The first con that I have is the cost of living. Now, in general, the cost of living in Bettendorf from a national standpoint is still fairly affordable. But if you're looking just in the Quad Cities, Bettendorf is one of the highest costs of living. The average in the Quad Cities for a home is about $150,000, $170,000. Average in Bettendorf is about $350,000. So definitely something to consider. Your home prices are going to be much more in Bettendorf. But not only that, sometimes the food costs can go up, utilities are a little bit higher. So cost of living, in my view, is Bettendorf is not really the best place to be for that. But relative to the national average, we still have a fairly low cost of living. One of the cons in my books is the wilderness areas, and that's because I really enjoy getting out. Yes, we have the bike trails to get out, be outside, but as far as just pure forest, wilderness, getting away from people, we really don't have a lot of that, specifically in town. We do have a couple, like Crow Creek Park. There is a little pond down there, Duck Creek. We have running right behind the camera right here, but it's just not that significant to the amount of people that are in the area. Scott County Park is another good one that's outside of town, but you do have to drive there, and there is still a lot of people that show up there. So if you really want to be secluded out by yourself, Bettendorf might not be for you. If you're moving to Bettendorf, Iowa, expect to have a car. Now, reason I say that is because the public transportation in Bettendorf is almost non-existent. Yeah, we used to have a bus system, but it's kind of gone away, and the walkability of Bettendorf is kind of lacking. We have the bike trails, but it doesn't really get you to work or any place like that, so it's definitely something I consider a con because you're going to have a car anywhere you go, but it's not going to take you long to get there because of our traffic being so low. Alright, so you want to get down. Another con in my book is the amount of restaurant choices and shopping areas. Bettendorf is really known for its residential area and not a lot of anything else. Yeah, we have restaurants, yes, we have shopping areas, but it's very lacking. And especially if you compare it to Davenport, Moline, we don't have a lot of it. So if that's something that's important to you, just know you're not going to have a lot of choice. One of my favorites that we do have is Tanglewood. It has pretty good food, and specifically I really like their outdoor area where they have a big stage and they have a projector, so they'll project TV or football games. They have live concerts. Great place to go to, but it's one of the few and far between places that you do have in Bettendorf. So if choice in restaurants is important, like I said, Bettendorf may not be the place for you. Now this one is a pro and a con. One that gets under my skin is the amount of road construction that Bettendorf seems to have. Yes, we have great roads here, but the cost is that they're always under construction. I swear, since I moved here, I've seen Middle Road under construction about 6 times, and I've only been here 6 years. So, gives you a little perspective on the road construction. Yeah, we have great roads. It cuts down on the potholes, and I enjoy the roads when they are good to go. I just hate having to deal with that construction, seems like constantly. Now, if you would like these pros and cons and you really want to learn more about Bettendorf, check out this video. I go over everything there is to know about Bettendorf, Iowa.